Hi guys, we're at Gamescom here and we are at the JDM Japanese Drift Masters booth where they've got a latest version of the game, and I'm going to be trying out the game for the first time, both on a gamepad and with a steering wheel. And I have to say, it's really interesting that they seem to have managed to have got the balance right between making it an accessible simcade title that I think will appeal to those arcade fans, but also fans of racing simulators.
This video is sponsored by Antlion Audio's new Mod Mic. The Mod Mic is the only high quality microphone that you can easily attach to any pair of headphones, allowing you to enjoy the audio quality you prefer whilst delivering crystal clear voice communication and recording. I've used the Mod Mic for over 4 years and absolutely love them. I think you will too. For more information, check out the link in the video description.
Okay, so let's jump onto Japanese Drift Masters. We've got a car here, we've got a drift track, we've got the Moser steering wheel, and we've got a lack of talent. This is one of the more powerful vehicles they've got, and we tried this game with the gamepad and we struggled, so it's really interesting to see how it compares when driving with the steering wheel. And I have to say, it's surprising how they've managed to make this game work with a gamepad and a steering wheel. Like, the gamepad obviously has a lot of assists on it that you have to then learn, and then that starts to make sense once you learn the timing. But as you can see here, we've been able to jump in, and despite my drifting being some of the worst drifting known to man, we are able to get in there and slide the cars. Oh, I've done too much. So you know, they say it's a simcade title, but they've got it so that, you know, you have to actually still be aware of what you're doing, and you do still have to balance the throttle, balance the brake, balance the handbrake that they've got on the rig. And it does, I think what they've done with the handling here is you do get a really good sensation of it being quite grippy, and you do actually have to give it a bit of welly to actually keep the car going through the drift. Now, it's not as sort of precise and subtle as Assetto Corsa, I'd say, which I think is currently one of the best sims for drifting, like pure drift sims. But I'm actually really surprised how well this plays. Like, the force feedback lines up really nicely. It communicates the general nature of drifting. The wheel rotation is fantastic. I'm just going to drive into the wall. And crucially, as I say, they've made it so that this game works on both console, gamepad, and then you can also use the steering wheel and play it as more of a simulator. And then what is kind of missing from Assetto Corsa and some of the other car games that have drifting, or simulators that have drifting, is that you don't have all the single player stuff, all the stat tracking, all the scoring. So it's really nice that you've got an actual proper single player game to play through here and do that with the drifting. So I think this is actually, they've really nailed things in terms of getting something that's a simulator as well as an arcade game. Can we go again one more time on that with the same car? Okay. No problem. Yeah, and already, because I've done a few goes on this, I keep wanting to go again and again to get better at it. Probably causing a big queue behind us. We've lost him. Good, click start. Okay, perfect. So that's all right. So you can obviously, you've got the different camera views as well. So you can play from a cockpit view. We've got nice dirty arms. We need to clean that up. You've got the chase cam view, and then you've got the different HUD views. But you know, for what is effective, you know, it's not meant to be a hardcore sim. It's actually really quite impressive. Genuinely surprised me as we overdo it straight away. I'd like to apologise for my lack of driving skill here. But let's try and actually do a nice little, let's try and hook a drift up here. Balance it. Car bogging down in third. Well, that's second. So actually, you have to push the clutch all the way down, otherwise it doesn't go into the gear properly. What? This car feels like its power is just in between second and third gear for the drift. Oh, we're riding the curb. Link it up, link it up. Woo! Oh, I keep spinning it there. Really good though, actually. Really good fun. We're gonna have to get this on our home sim rig. The thing with drifting is as well, it's just one of those really sort of hypnotic activities and really, really addictive. And once you get to grips with a sim or a specific drift game, it's just really fun. Really fun just turning corners and seeing what you can get from them. Looks nice as well. So yeah, really good. I think I'm really impressed for as a first go on this title. Okay guys, so I'm here with the developer behind JDM, Japanese Drift Masters, and we're going to be shown some exclusive footage of a undercover, not yet available version of the game. Can you tell me a bit about the game, what the sort of direction is and what you're going for with it?
Yeah, so basically our game is based in Japan. Obviously the name Japanese Drift Master, yeah. It's an open world game where we focus on racing, drifting. So we have like drift, grip and even drag race, yeah. So I think that every fan of racing games should have something fun inside it, yeah. Also we have storyline, which is very important, I think. We have characters. All is made by manga, which tells all the story that appears in the game, yeah. So basically it's all, I think.
Okay, so I mean, I know you guys that watch our channel, you're mostly sim racers and fan of racing simulators, and with this game I noticed that you have some simulators out there using steering wheels as well as a gamepad. Can you explain how much this game is a sim, or is it arcade, or what you're going for?
It's a simcade, so something between. We don't want it to be like full simulator, and we don't want to be like full arcade, so we are trying to balance it in the middle. So our goal is that casual player or sim racer have fun in our game, yeah. So gamepad is very easy and very comfy to play. So it's like if you are a couch player, you will find something for yourself, yeah. But if you are, for example, sim racer, then you just go on the wheel and you have better experience.
You do know that the term simcade is a very dangerous term in the sim racing space, but you're going full in on the simcade term. There's no, you're a simcade.
Yes, we are simcade.
In terms of the point scoring then and how that operates, what are you awarded points for, and how does it actually track those points?
Yeah, right now this is pointless system in the prologue version, but in the full version you will have your own statistics, achievements and stuff like that to just be better and beat. For example, you can beat your friends, so you have bigger amount of points. Also in the prologue version that we already published, there is coming a challenging mode. It's connected to this build, event build that we have here. So there will be a high score, and so everyone can, you know, have their own scores and compare each other, yeah.
And does it use the same scoring method and system through the entire game to like play through the single player? So
yes.
So it's very consistent. Like once you get the drift mechanics down, and once you know, presumably it's holding tighter angles and then more angle, but then hitting the apex. Or takes all that into consideration.
Yes, everything. I would say like you see, he's ramming and he's trying different techniques to make it.
And does it have a full training mode to get you up to speed with how things operate, like a driving school?
Yes, yeah, exactly. We have drift school. It's drift school, and you have lessons. Yeah, so you have basic lessons how to properly drift, and of course there will be more advanced lessons. So how to drift properly, yeah, because we are aware that we need to teach players how to play our game. Because this is not arcade game, so you just sit and play on the gamepad. Oh, I know everything about in 1 second, yeah. So yes, we are aware that we need to teach the players how to play it.
Do you have to, in the studio, do you do a lot of play testing with different age groups and different types of player, or do you just have lots of beta testers? Like, how do you design it?
Yeah, for us the prologue version is something that we already gather all the materials, all the feedback from the players. We know that there is some issue with entry level, because casual players have problems in our games because it's not arcade, so it's more difficult to play our game, to drive it properly. So we just need to rebuild all the tutorial. About the playtest, we are planning to make them for the full version. Yeah, before the release of the full version, we're gonna make a global playtest, just to check if players like our game.
And so, how long until this is actually coming out? This version, when will this be releasing?
Yeah, we didn't make a date announcement yet. But we will do it in the end of September on the Tokyo Game Show. So wait for it.
Awesome. Thanks for taking the time to talk to me there.
Yeah, thank you very much.
So this game genuinely caught me by surprise. I thought it was really interesting how it worked on the gamepad and then also with the steering wheel, and it didn't feel like a super boring arcade game. It had a really nice amount of depth to it. And it's one of those few games that I think really could appeal to both hardcore sim racers and arcade game players. It's really going to depend on the career mode, the driver training, and the final polish of the game. Obviously, at this point, it's still early days, it's still heavily in development. But I do think you should wishlist it, and I will be waiting with a bated breath for this to come out, and we'll live stream and play it when it does come out. But thanks to the JDM crew for taking the time to talk with us. They put up with my boiled egg, my whinging, and a billion questions whilst I was in their booth, and they didn't have to be as nice as they were, so really appreciate that from them. But until the next one, guys, check out the rest of our Gamescom content if you haven't, and most importantly of all, make yourselves a cup of tea, drink it, make another one, drink it, and then make another one and drink it. Take care, and goodbye.